game two of this three-game series between the Florida Marlins and the San Diego Padres. We welcome you into the broadcast booth with Mark Neely and Mark Grant. It was a one-run win last night for the Marlins, but kind of lost to the shuffle was that the Marlins hitters struck out 9 times last night.
They did strike out a lot, and the one thing that Hanley Ramirez did, rather than strike out, he put the ball out of the ballpark, and that contributed to the Marlins' victory. But when you look at the strikeouts, 735, not only in the National League, but throughout Major League Baseball, the Florida Marlins strike out more than anybody else. 10 or more strikeouts in 22 games. That's happened 22 times this year, rather. And this is one thing that Chad Godin has got going for him, because Chad's around the plate. He tries to get early contact and then goes for the strikeout with two strikes. You can't go for the strikeout too early. A lot of young guys try to do that, but Chad Godin, when he's around the plate with that slider, he can punch some guys out.
Yeah, as important for Godin probably is walks, a few walks as well as the strikeouts, but he's averaging about 8 strikeouts per game recently.
When you look at Chad Godin's line this year in the last 5 starts, he's throwing the ball extremely well. The strikeouts are up more than innings pitched, but the opponent's batting average at 167, and that's one thing I look at. Over the course of this year with the Padres, 87 1/3 innings pitched, 93 strikeouts. And you know what? When you have a strikeout to innings pitched, that's pretty darn good. But when you're above like that for Chad Godin, that's really good. And this is the perfect combination with the Marlins that strike out a lot and Chad Godin on the hill. Hopefully the Padres get a victory.
Pitching matchup tonight, Chris Volstad goes for the Marlins. He's in his second big league season and makes his first career appearance against the Padres. He can be a victim of the home run ball at times, giving up 3 to the Phillies in his last start. But 2 starts ago, he threw a 5-hit shutout at San Francisco. And Chad Godin shared NL Player of the Week honors with Florida's Hanley Ramirez back on June 29th, which was a day after Godin's last win when he threw 8 shutout innings at Texas. That's the Union Tribune pitching matchup. Go beyond the game. Go to Padres.uniontrib.com. It's game 2 of a 3-game series between the Marlins and the Padres. And the first pitch from Petco Park is straight ahead. Series for Petco Park, and the home team sporting the blue uniform tops tonight. And let's take a look at the starting lineup For Freddie Gonzalez's Marlins, Chris Coughlin leading off in left field, followed by Bonifacio, Ramirez, Cantu the cleanup hitter, then Hermida, Ross, Ugla batting in the 7th spot for the 2nd straight night. Baker doing the catching, and Volstad is the pitcher. Chad Godin on the mound.
Toeing the slab tonight, a 4-8 record, in ERA a 4.84. We talked about the strikeouts earlier for Chad, and 4 walks each of the last 3 times out. Those walk totals might go down because this team likes to swing those shillelaghs.
We are ready to go, and Chris Coughlin takes a first pitch strike. We are underway. Right on time at 7:05, 74 degrees at game time tonight. Coughlin sends it to left field. Chase Headley a few steps to his right. And that's the way this one begins. Padre defense tonight features Headley in left, Gwynn at center. Blanks getting the start in right field. He has played errorless baseball in 65 big league innings in the outfield.
Don't let the physique fool you, right? It'll be interesting to see how Kyle Blanks covers some ground out there towards Landon in the right center field gap. Where that Padres logo across his chest looks just so much smaller than on everybody else's jersey. That jersey's got to be about a 56 or 58.
It's a big man.
Yes, it is.
Emilio Bonifacio takes a strike. Switch hitting third baseman. Chops it to the shortstop, Everett Cabrera. Fires to first, out by a couple of steps. Bonifacio, and 2 down. So with 4 pitches, Godin has set down the first 2 Florida hitters of the game. Would like a different baseball than that one.
Chad kind of poked fun at me in the clubhouse today walking through. He was by his locker. Everybody else was out on the field taking batting practice. He goes, "Hey, you going to get on my beard tonight?" He got a kick out of it.
The Notre Dame reference?
Yeah, and they said they have a picture of the mascot, the Notre Dame mascot, on the trainer's room door. The guy in South Bend.
Hanley Ramirez shoots it through the right side for a base hit. Well, Chad got a pitch up there, and Ramirez takes it the other way. The NL's leading hitter with a 2-out single. I don't know where the helmet has been, but
that's Ozzie Guillen-like. I'm trying to think of other guys. Vlad Guerrero.
That looks like more than pine tar. That's caked.
Yeah.
Well, it's working for Ramirez. Bumps the average up. Began at 345, and first pitch strike to Jorge Cantu. Fouled back. No balls, 2 strikes. Marlins going up there hacking tonight.
Absolutely. If you throw it around the plate early in the count, they are going to hack at it unless they're given a take sign by the third base coach, Bo Porter.
Skipper Freddie Gonzalez. Second baseman Luis Rodriguez. Only took 8 pitches for Godin. A single for Ramirez. He is stranded, and the Padres are coming up. Batting cleanup with a 409 average in his last 6. Headley blanks at right. Alfonso catching with Rodriguez at second and Godin pitching. First pitch strike to Everth.
And on the hill for the Marlins, 22-year-old right-hander Chris Volstad. And another big thrower that the Marlins have. He's not overpowering mid-90s, upper 90s, but as you take a look at his numbers, not bad. Innings pitched, less hits, and the walks not bad at all. He's going to be around the plate. So it's a two-seamer, a curveball, a changeup. He's about low 90s, 93 tops. But big frame. I like that. I like the big frame. This kid is listed at 6'8", 227.
Behind 3 balls and a strike on Cabrera, leading off the bottom of the first. And a 5-pitch walk, and the leadoff man is on. Marlins defense brought to you by SD Storage, where $1 moves you in. Go to sdstorage.com to find a store near you today. Marlins 63 miscues, third most in the National League, a .982 fielding percentage. Well, Hanley Ramirez, 2 straight years as the starting shortstop for the National League in the All-Star game. Tony squares and takes low, ball 1. And out to the mound goes the catcher Baker.
But what a perfect opportunity for San Diego at the leadoff walk. You've got speed on first, speed at the plate. Try to get on the board early. You get the speed guys on, and then you've got guys that got potential power. And that's been one of the nicks in the armor of Volstad. Listen to these numbers. In 3+ years in the minor leagues, I'm talking almost 500 innings, he only gave up 25 home runs. This year, in 113+ innings, he's already surrendered 20.
So just over a home run per start. This being his 20th start. Gave up 3 in his last start to the Phillies. There goes Cabrera, and Tony shoots at the first on the ground. Scoop by Cantu, backs up to the bag. Hit sharply by Gwynn, and the Marlins are fortunate to get it out there. Cabrera down to second.
Well, that ball hit so sharply that, you know, that's a double play ball because it's hit so sharply. But because Cabrera is running, you can see how Everett was nearly at the bag when Cantu was under control with that baseball to get the out at first base. Everett checking the outfielders, and he's on second base.
Home run number 25 last night for Adrian. Also had a double in the game.
Remember, he was fouling a lot of balls off the left field side. That home run, he caught it just enough out in front of the plate to keep it fair. He kept it fair by a lot.
The darts outside, 2 balls, no strikes. Adrian playing in his 301st consecutive game, longest active streak in the major leagues, just 4 shy of tying Steve Garvey's team record. That nearly got the second base umpire. Mike Guerrero goes into right center field, and Cabrera will score.
You know, from my vantage point, that ball went between his legs.
I think it did, and it seemed to follow him as he was moving towards first base.
It's a classic ugly finder, and it just misses him.
It's an RBI base hit for Adrian, his 54th run batted in, and a grin from Mike Guerrero.
Watch how close it goes between his legs. That is unbelievable. He's trying to get out of the way. Oh, you see something new every day at the ballpark, huh?
He couldn't duplicate that.
No.
if you did it another 100 times. Ball one is low to Kuzminov. I don't think I've ever seen an umpire move and then have the ball go between his legs.
No, let me ask you something. We've discussed this before. As Kuz digs in, he's inside the baseline or was in the baseline. If that ball hits him.
That's a double play ball. The flip by Ugla to Ramirez and a first. 4-6-3 ends the inning.
Stay tuned. More to come.
What would have happened had that ball hit Mike DeBuro? Padres get a run in the first, though.
Brewers at 7:05 and get a free Padres t-shirt. Plus, enjoy the 6th annual Fiesta con los Padres with a post-game concert and pre-game Fiesta Village.
Yeah, free Padres t-shirts and the 6th annual Fiesta con los Padres presented by Welk Resorts, and stay for the post-game park at the park concert featuring Quipos de la Sierra.
Huh?
Did you get that?
Yeah.
Quipos de la Sierra.
Nice.
Ball one to Hermida leading off the top of the second. Okay, had that ball hit Mike DeBuro, the second base umpire.
Yes.
Dead ball.
Dead ball, and Adrian would be awarded first base.
Base hit.
The unfortunate situation would be that Everett Cabrera was he would only be awarded 90 feet third base.
One base, right.
So no run would have been recorded for San Diego. So thank goodness that ball scoots through for an RBI single for Adrian.
Here is the play with Adrian.
It's like one of those heat-seeking missiles and a guy trying to get out of the way and it just keeps following you.
Up the first base side, and Adrian takes it himself. One out in the second. Hey, before the game, one of the first pitch ceremonial first pitches from Dan Stoneman from Bridgepoint, Ashford. One of the great community partners for Cox Communications and the Padres. Our thanks to Dan Stoneman, one of the first pitch participants tonight from Bridgepoint, Ashford.
He had good form right there.
Cody Ross, the center fielder, at the knees, strike one. One for three in last night's game was Ross with a single, a walk, a run scored. Also made a couple of very nice defensive plays out in center field. The most significant being the one on Chase Headley. This was over the shoulder last night in the second inning.
That was a heck of a catch. And I'll tell you why. And I'm not telling you anything new, or the viewers, because they've seen a lot of baseball. He was in a dead sprint, eyeing the baseball, took his eye off the ball to see where the wall in the track was, and then still a full sprint, looking at it again and making the catch in the web.
And that led off the inning. That was an easy 2 bases to lead off the inning for Chase, had it eluded Ross. Chase, by the way, is going to lead off the bottom of the second again tonight. So we'll see how that saga plays on Tuesday night. The 2-2 pitch. And he belts it towards deep short. Diving stop. Cabrera gets up low. What a play by Everett Cabrera. Spectacular. Diving to his right. And time to throw out Cody Ross.
He looked so smooth, even on the dive. Up to his feet quickly. Had a little bit of trouble, but he makes up the difference with his arm. He's got a hose, man.
Just a little, not even a bobble, just a little issue getting the grip. And hang a star on that one. And
Dave Marcus doing what he does best.
By killing the spread. Gets you. I thought he was. No, okay.
Oh,
just kidding, Dave.
He can do it all. I'm talking about Cabrera.
That's outside to Dan Uggla. Uggla 2 hits last night, going 2 for 4. A pretty good rip at the 2-0 pitch there. Godan at 20 pitches.
Hey, as a pitcher, you say to yourself, hey, hit it to short. Right?
It's nice to have that defense behind you. Godan ready with the 2-1 to Dan Uggla. Uggla last night batted in the 7th spot for the first time. Responded with the 2 hits, back in the 7th spot tonight. In fact, the Marlin lineup exactly the same, with the exception of the starting pitcher. Goes to a full count. Good night last night for Stauffer. A no decision, 6 innings, 1 run. The home run by Ramirez in the first. And a 2-out walk to Dan Uggla. Got to keep an eye on those walks from Godan. They certainly are an indicator, usually, of the kind of success he will or will not have. He gets over the 3-4 walk total. Usually that's not a good thing for Godan.
Kind of surprised that Uggla does not swing at that pitch. He leads the team in strikeouts with 81. But he laid off that breaking ball.
Uggla's on for the catcher, John Baker. And a first pitch strike. Knocked in a run last night. Baker is 27th of the year. It came on a ground out in the 7th. Down the left field side, Headley. That is a fair ball into the corner. Uggla around third. He's the tying run, and late relay to the plate. RBI double for John Baker, and it is 1-1. Bottom of the order. Going to get done here for Florida with 2 outs.
Yeah, 2 quick outs. A fantastic play by Cabrera for out number 2, and Chad Godan 1 strike away from getting out of the inning, and the 2-out walk, and then the double as Baker goes the opposite way. That ball tailing off that hit, not a lazy fly ball, but a ball somewhat hit on the line, so therefore more spin, which goes away from your left fielder, and Uggla all the way from first base. He scores. That's what's frustrating. Obviously, you're 1 strike away from getting out of the inning, especially when you score a run, you know, in the bottom half of the first. And you would have liked to have the pitcher spot lead off next inning, but that's not the case.
Volstad batting here with 2 down. Popped up, and that will reach the seats behind the Padre dugout. Volstad 3 for 33 with the bat. An 0.91 average. 102 in his career. The strikeout is the first for Godin. A little 2-out rally by the Marlins. They get a run on 1 hit and leave a man. After an inning and a half from Petco, Florida 1, San Diego 1. For prices on tickets and Wiener Schnitzel hot dogs tomorrow. It's Wednesday, July 22nd, 12:35. Padres 2-for-1 getaway days presented by Southwest Airlines.
Your
Wiener Schnitzel?
Every time I hear that, I just
Headley leading off, last to the second. Chaston, Blanks, and Alfonso. Volstad drops in a strike.
Well, you and I were talking to Freddie Gonzalez before the game, the manager of the Florida Marlins. And we talked about their pitching staff, and we talked about their young pitchers, how they throw, what they have, what they feature. And he said that's pretty much is the motive the right word as far as
their MO, their organizational philosophy?
They like to draft big pitchers
with
velocity. Yeah.
Nunez there on the right. The closer got the save last night. Three and two, the count on Headley. And another leadoff walk. They walk Cabrera to begin the first, and now he walks Headley to begin the second. Now the Padres will miss the Marlins ace, Josh Johnson, in this 3-game series. Big, hard thrower.
And they've got another youngster that they just sent down, Andrew Miller, who's got some good stuff. They just sent him down to AAA New Orleans.
Now they acquired from the Tigers the Dontrell Willis deal. Miguel Cabrera. Kyle getting the start in right field tonight. On the fist at 94 and a wave and a miss. 0-2. Kyle used as a pinch hitter last night. In fact, into the game with a foul pop up. One here, bottom of the second. Padres scored in the first on an Adrian Gonzalez RBI hit. Don Baker tied it for the Fish in the top of the inning with an RBI double. Inside to Kyle, 1-2.
Well, the angry statistician came up with a little nugget. He wants to know the last time a team started two pitchers back-to-back nights that had their last name start with the letter V.
Yeah, Rick Vandenherk last night for the Marlins. And now Chris Volstad tonight, who gets his first strikeout fanning blanks.
I don't think Ed Vosberg or William Van Landingham played on the same team or were in the same rotation. Let's take a look. Two-seamer, Volstad goes inside to blanks. Hey, big frame, right? Power guy. How do you take care of that issue? You
neutralize him by tying him up.
Bury it inside with the two-seamer. He placed it perfectly.
Catcher Eliezer Alfonso, but first to check on Henley diving back. Night off last night for Eliezer with Lobatone catching.
The ointment.
Lobatone had caught the last two games. Ball one inside. Turned him around. One on, one out in the San Diego second. Volstad paying close attention to Chase, who has stolen 7 bases and been caught twice.
I mentioned the frame of Chris Volstad, 6'8". Given the right situation, Bud Black might think about putting something on because we'll have to see what kind of leg kick he uses and see if they can get a good jump. Believe me, one thing Rick Renteria is doing over there at first base, he's got that stopwatch, getting times, getting as much information as he can, watching video before this start. Kind of a half leg kick there. There's Rick. How about Rick on the Charters? He's got his computer out. He's got his little 3-ring binder out. He's taking notes. He's watching these guys' feet. He's watching their hips. He's watching their hands. He's watching their stride. He's got it down.
You want to know about pitchers' time to the plate, catchers throw to second.
Oh, yeah.
Up and into Fonzie. Volstad was a first-round pick of the Marlins, 16th overall selection in 2005. High school kid at the Palm Beach Gardens, Florida high school.
That's near West Palm.
Yeah, so a relatively local kid for them. Hold foul.
Once again, he is just pounding Fonzie's. I don't know whether Alfonso was calling a shot or what. Watch after this swing. Pulling the old Babe Ruth. Watch. He's calling a shot. Straightaway center. No, honestly, what I think he was doing, trying to hit the ball up the middle rather than getting the hands out, thinking center of the diamond.
High fly, shallow left and near the line, and it's Ramirez, the shortstop, just into foul territory. 2 gone. Hey, follow the road to Wintersville to Sequan every Monday and Wednesday now through August 12th and win a share of over $500,000 in cash and hot new Corvettes. Instead, wiping away the perspiration. For what has been around here, some human evenings here.
It has. You're absolutely right.
Pitch hitting second baseman Luis Rodriguez. Luis 7 for his last 57. An average right at 200. Ball 1 is outside. Leadoff walk to Headley. He is at first with 2 away. Getting close to 30 pitches for Volstad, and he has thrown more out of the strike zone than in. There goes Headley, and it's fouled away left side.
His buddy was having a conversation with Chad Godin on deck. You know what? From Buddy's reaction, Buddy looked up at the scoreboard and said there's 2 outs. I'm wondering if he gets on base, if Chad said something like, hey, you want me to bunt?
In the right center field, Headley taking the turn, headed for third. Hermina's throwing to second base. Godin's going to get an opportunity to employ that strategy.
Buddy's reaction was like, hey, dude, there's 2 outs.
Base hit for Louis.
So no pressure on Chad. He gets to swing away. Right down the dish, and Luis is all over it. And that is a key 2-out hit. We'd like to see those 2-out knocks.
Chad 1 for 23 this year with the Shillelagh. The 1-1.
You know what's great about baseball? This is the conversation. There's 2 outs. Chad looks. You're going to bunt with 2 outs? Love it. Now Chad's thinking, no, I'm going to get a 2-out knock and drive this guy in.
Runners at the corners. The 1-2 pitch. Breaky ball breaks his bat. And the slow roller out to Ugla. And the Padres strand 2. Volstad walked the leadoff man and pitches around it this time. And we're still tied at the end of 2. Innovation. And the Marlins right now right at the 500 mark. And 47 wins, 47 losses in 7 games behind the Phillies. Philadelphia winners of 9 in a row. So the Fish, Braves, Mets, all chasing the red hot Phillies. We get to see the Phillies, wow, in a couple of nights, and they're in the 13th inning right now.
Yeah, the Phillies have been hot. The Cubs haven't been playing so well.
Though everybody's pretty much in it in the National League Central. Top of the order in the 3rd inning for the Marlins. Chris Coghlan leading off. Fly to left field to begin the game. 1 run, 2 hits for each team. Each team has stranded 2. Fouled off the catcher Alfonso. Strike 1. It is Coghlan, Bonifacio, and the shortstop Ramirez due up 3rd in the inning. Coghlan came up from AAA May 8th, made his major league debut at Colorado, and went 2 for 4 in his debut. A 1-2 from Godin, and instead Coghlan requests time.
7:43.
Temperature 74. Up the middle. And Coghlan has a leadoff hit. This is his first hit of the series.
Looks like a little two-seamer on the outer half, but the infield has him to play to pull a little bit out of the reach of Rodriguez.
Emilio Bonifacio grounded out to Cabrera. There goes Coghlan, wave and a miss. Throw to second, off the glove of Cabrera. The throw from Alfonso short hop, and Cabrera not quite able to hang on to it to put the tag on Coghlan. They had a chance otherwise.
Yeah, they had the hit and run on Bonifacio swinging. That pitch was inside. That's the idea, swinging wherever the pitch is, hopefully to put it on the ground. And the short hop got Everett. And you know what, even if he catches that ball cleanly, I don't know if he gets it down in time to get Coghlan. We'll never know.
5th stolen base in 6 tries for Coghlan, and now Bonifacio bunting just out of reach of Alfonso. But he had to contort himself just to get into position to attempt to play on that ball.
Not enough hang time. Off with the mask. He got that mask off quickly. It's tough running around in that gear. Are you kidding me?
Especially when it's warm, huh?
Yeah. So Chad and Fonzie going over the signs, put that runner on second base. There's a guy itching to get back, Henry Blanco. Nick Hundley as well.
Oh, 2 to Bonifacio. Bonifacio worked the bases loaded walk in his 7th last night that proved to be the game-winning run. Slaps it foul.
Good idea here for Chad Godin is to keep that ball in front of the runner. The ideal thing here would be a grounder to Coos so that Coughlin can stay at second base. Keep him there with one out.
Just foul past third. Well, he hit it in that direction, but nearly scooted it fair past the base.
See, there's one of those plays that you and I were talking about earlier, Mark Neely. How close was that bag from going over the bag?
Very close. But the first bounce behind the bag was definitely in foul territory. But where it spun right near the base, very close. Slap towards Everett, one hopper. Close but out at first.
Funky spin on that ball.
There was, and Coughlin does stay at second.
And Godin keeps the ball in front of the runner.
Brings up Hanley Ramirez, and here is tonight's Energy Resource Center Power Player answer and question. Marlins Hanley Ramirez native to what country? Dominican Republic, Venezuela, or the U.S.? And the answer is A, the Dominican Republic. He lives in the capital city of Santo Domingo. Ramirez singled to right in the first inning. The NL's leading hitter with the 1-for-1 so far tonight, batting .347. Clubbed his 15th home run in the first inning of last night's game. 0-1 pitch. And it looked like Ramirez backing out of the box. But here, in the first inning of last night's game, he went into the second deck in left field. So they really 1-0 lead for Florida. Popped up for Adrian. Just into foul territory. Big out there, 2 down. Coughlin staying at second. He was there with nobody out. Now he's there with 2 away.
We saw the home run off of Ramirez's bat, the hanging breaking ball. How do you counter that? Sometimes a hanging backup slider works just as well. You see that one kind of leak up a little bit, kind of tied him up.
Little tail towards the hitter at the end, but it was up there.
It looked like that was a backup slider. Sometimes what I mean by that, rather than going down towards the middle of the plate and then darting down and away, sometimes you just leave it up a little bit and it has that rotation to where it actually backs up. Randy Jones can tell you all about that. Randy Jones, he said, if I wanted to jam a guy, throw him a little backup slider, come back in on him. Not so many guys can do it. Some guys do it by accident. Sometimes it rains.
0-1 pitch to Jorge Cantu. Lined over Cabrera and into left center field, and Coughlin will race home and give the Marlins a 2-1 lead. '54th run batted in for Cantu, and he comes through with the 2-out hit for Florida.
Wow, off the end of the bat, not hit sharply at all, but placed perfectly. Well, Baker with an RBI double in the second.
With 2 outs.
And if Baker could do it, Jorge can too.
Also with 2 outs. Armida grounded out to Adrian at first base in the second. Two-hit night last night for Hermida. The 1-0. Foul tip on that pitch. Running down and into him. Well, the Marlins won here last night 3-2. Now have a 2-1 lead here. 4 of their 5 runs in this series they have scored with 2 outs. They have been getting the clutch hit, enough clutch hits. We get 1 and 2 on Hermida. Fly ball right field. Blanks in the corner and in fair territory, not far from the 322 sign. Makes the grab, but the Marlins do add a run on a couple of hits. And now after 2.5, 2-1 Marlins. Diego attend our emergency preparedness expos to learn how to be prepared in the event of an emergency. The next expos are July 25th in Potrero and July 26th in Valley Center. Visit 211sandiego.org for more information. Gorgeous night on this Tuesday in San Diego, game 2 of the 3-game series. Padres got an early run. Marlins now have the 1-run lead as the top of the order comes up for the Padres in the 3rd.
I heard through the grapevine there's a huge heat wave coming this weekend. Seriously.
So the weather forecast comes through a grapevine now?
Yeah. That's what I'm told.
Really? Of course,
isn't there a
we'll be on the East Coast
or something? Or is there? You were telling me down Baja.
No, that wasn't me.
No?
I mean, Baja's like Pacific. The first. Cantu down on it.
Sharply hit ball.
One away in the Padres' 3rd. What's it supposed to be like on the East Coast where we will be? Pretty warm, I imagine.
I would have to check weather.com.
In fact, after tonight, our next telecast is Thursday from Philadelphia, the makeup game. Evan Correa against Cole Hamels Thursday night. Then we're in Washington, D.C. and Cincinnati all on the next road trip. Tony hit the ball sharply his first time up, but grounded out to Cantu, the first baseman. Tony's reached base safely in 15 of his last 17 games. Looks at the 93-mile-per-hour fastball at his high. Right-hander Chris Volstad gave up a run in the first. Now pitching with a 1-run lead in the last of the 3rd. Line towards second, out of reach of Uglin in the right field. And Tony is on for Adrian, who knocked in the Padre run in the first. Our Coors Light freeze can. He just got it past the second base umpire, Mike DeMura, right between the wickets. And if that ball hits the umpire, it's a dead ball. And Cabrera, who was at second, would have had to have stopped at third per the rule. Instead, he raced home. Adrian's first hitting RBI is 54th of the season.
Well, maybe Tony Gwynn at first base can take away some of the attention. Volstad concentrating on trying to make a good pitch to Adrian, and this is where an extra base hit would be nice. Maybe even a home run. And we talked about Volstad giving up a lot of home hockey suit.
Off the glove of Volstad, barehanded by Ramirez, and he still gets the out at first. 1-6-3. And Gwynn down to second, 2 away. Adrian hit it hard, and Volstad got a glove on it and slowed it down.
Off the end of the bat with that two-seam fastball. Just goes to show you what a great athlete Hanley Ramirez is. A long run. He has to. I mean, this is on the other side of second base.
Well, on the other side.
Yes. He has to. He kind of like bobbing and weaving, serpentine in there. Did you see that getting out of the way of the umpire? And
I also noticed the teal that he has on the shoes. Yeah.
Well, when you're a big leaguer of his caliber, yeah, you get those kind of zapatos.
Tell you what, if the lights happen to go out right now, we could still see his shoes.
He's got some teal on his glove too. Did you see that?
Oh yeah. Teal in the webbing there. Down low to Kuz. Grounded into a double play his first time up. Leads in the average though. 409 in his last 6. A couple of home runs. Blocked by Baker and keeps Gwynn at second base. Three 3-0 on Kevin with switch hitter Headley on deck. Volstad nearing 50 pitches here. And still more balls than strikes. And there's a 4-pitch walk to Kuz. Third walk given up by Chris Volstad. He's got the shillelagh.
Yeah, he wants to see some hits. He wants to see some runs. He is fired up.
Where is he, on the beach there? He just
hit his. I'm assuming that might be his brother or a friend, and he just smoked him in the head with it. Well, Mark Wiley out to have a chat. Now, the first time up for Headley, he led off the second with a walk. And a force at any base with 2 outs. Well, here's confirmation. He did get him in the head.
Here is Chase.
Seems like Volstad's pitch of choice when he needs to throw a striker, maybe get a grounder, is that two-seamer. Let's see if he starts off Chase down and away with a two-seamer. Yep. Once again, a 6'8" frame. We talked about Vandenherk last night, 6'5", getting that good downward plane. Same thing for Volstad. High 3/4 arm release. Working down.
2 on. 2 outs. Padres batting in the third, trailing by a run. Up and away to Headley. And one low, 2 balls and a strike. And a 1-out single by Gwynn, a 2-out walk to Kuz. Marlins have scored both their runs with 2 outs. Padres trying to keep this going with 2 outs, but instead the ground ball to Uggla will end the inning. Padres strand 2 and have now left 4, and at the end of 3, 2-1 Fish. For tonight. Hey, what is the current name of the Marlins home stadium? Is it A, Joe Robbie Stadium, B, Dolphin Stadium, C, Land Shark Stadium? They have gone through some names. I'll have the answer for you a little bit later. First pitch hacking, pull foul by Cody Ross. You know, I got to admit, since this is the first series we've seen the Marlins, I didn't even know the name of the Marlins Stadium until about 3 weeks ago when I started paging through their media guide.
Yeah, I didn't either.
In fact, I don't think it is in their media guide. I think I saw it somewhere else. Freddie Gonzalez, their third-year manager.
I think I remember hearing about it on the radio. Somebody was giving an update. Hey, from so-and-so, the Marlins won, whatever. You know? I was like, wow. Okay.
And the Marlins hoping by 2012 that they'll be out of whatever the name of the stadium is at that point and in their own brand new ballpark. They broke ground on a new ballpark this past weekend. Right on the side of the old Orange Bowl in Miami. Hands 0-2 to Ross. I don't know how many different stops and starts they've had as far as trying to build a ballpark. There was talk of different areas around South Florida. And now it looks like the side of the old Orange Bowl will be the new home in a few years. There's strike three. Low part of the zone gets Ross looking. Second strikeout for Godin. Hey, time for the Subway $5 footlong fan poll and your chance to win Subway's big night at the ballpark and monthly Subway footlong feast. Will the Marlins' new ballpark be ready in time for the start of the 2012 season? And AES B&O, text Subway to 269-411 now for your chance to win. We can understand why there would be some cynicism out there.
Sure.
Will they get there in time? Now the artist rendering of what the new ballpark will look like. It will have a retractable roof.
Thank goodness. Panels like Chase Field.
Strike to Ugla. Look inside, and if it all comes to fruition, it'll certainly be very impressive. And
that looks like Seattle.
The way Safeco Field, yeah,
right,
opens up.
That was really cool.
Ugla to center field. Gwynn off the fence, and Ugla headed for second with a one-out double. Dan Ugla responding in the 7th spot of the batting order. 2 hits last night. Now he's walked and doubled tonight.
We mentioned it last night. Now Dan Ugla coming into the season, or coming into the series rather, hitting .224. He raised his average 3 points going in today's game. But when a hitter is not swinging the bat well, what do they try to do? Try to take everything up the center of the diamond. He does just that. That ball was hit crisply.
John Baker, who doubled into the left field corner, driving in the first Florida run. Up here with Ugla at second and 1 out.
What's wrong with that pitch? It's a good pitch. Belt buckle high. Inside corner.
Gary Meals, the plate umpire, thought it was a little bit higher than that, I guess. That is outside 3-0. You have first base open and the pitcher due up next. And he walks him. Well, nice pitch. All 4 to Baker will bring up Volstad with 2 on, 1 out.
Adrian flashing the signs, and what you'd like to see here obviously is a force out at third base with the infielders crashing. Now Chad Godin, if he could crash that third baseline and get that bunt, then Coos can go back to third for the force out. Dan Ugla doesn't have blazing speed at second base. Coos is kind of in that area where he's kind of a circling pattern, if you want to call it that, right?
He can
wait to see when the ball is bunted. Does he need to charge? Can go down, get it, and then go to third.
Read and react, huh? Bunted. Godin's play is at first base, and the pitcher Volstad gets his 3rd sack bunt of the season. Ugla the lead runner over to third, and Baker down to second with 2 away. Volstad does his job.
Yeah, just not bunted hard enough for them to get the lead runner at third base. So Chad says he calls him off, calls off Alfonso. He'll take it himself.
Top of the order, Chris Coughlin, the left fielder. Fly to left to lead off the game. Singled, stole a base, and scored in the 3rd. Jordan out of the full windup. This is down and in. Alfonso trots out. Padres trying to avoid a loss which would drop them under 500 at home on the season. They're 24-24 here at Petco now. Have not been under 500 at home since they were 1-2 to begin the season, that first series with the Dodgers. Trailing here by a run in the fourth. And the 1-0 to Coghlan.
Ooh. I don't know whether that was a cross-up or just a box.
I would say the latter.
I think maybe he was anticipating something inside. It was down and away.
There is a strike call. Well, maybe not, because there goes Fonzie back out to the mound again. Seems like they're trying to get on the same page.
And after that last pitch, I want to see the reaction of. Well, it was right down the middle, but Eliezer wants to have a chat. Chad kind of looks upset a little bit, you know.
2-1 pitch.
Hey now, that one to the Padre dugout.
Two count on Coghlan with 2 on, 2 outs. And now at 67 pitches. When you look at the ratio, it's very good. 48 strikes, 19 balls. And on the other side, you got Volstad, who has thrown more out of the zone than in, but it's Volstad right now is pitching with the lead. Another 2-2. And a full count. Payoff pitch to the Marlins left fielder. Towards right center field. Tony will get there. And the Marlins strand 2. They've now left 5. It'll be blanks, Alfonso and Rodriguez when we return. And the answer, Land Shark Stadium. Used to be called Joe Robbie, then Dolphin Stadium, which were two of our choices, but the answer is C, Land Shark Stadium.
Candy Graham. Candy Graham.
Candy Graham.
Who is it? Land Shark.
That's an old Saturday
The old
Night
SNL.
album. Yeah.
That's 70s.
The Belushi Aykroyd era.
Oh, man. That was some kind of funny.
3 pitches. And Volstad disposes of blanks.
By the way, we got word from Spencer Dolan. Whenever you need information, he is your go-to guy. Spencer Dolan working in the clubhouse down there, working hard every day. Kyle Blank's jersey at 54, size 54.
54.
It's big.
Ball one inside to Eliezer Alfonso. Fouled out to the shortstop Ramirez in the second. One out of the San Diego fourth, 2-1 Marlins leading, and the big breaking ball swung at and missed. A little bit inside. 2-2 the count. In the air out to shallow right field, and Hermida 2 away. Hey, while we get a second, I want to say thanks to the Lions Club, the Hillcrest and Mission Valley chapter. Had me out for lunch today at the Imperial House Restaurant.
Very cool.
Thanks to those folks. Enjoyed the lunch today.
Good organization.
Excellent.
And Neely getting out in the community. Very nice.
Willie has a base hit, 1 of 3 for the Padres. Single to right in the second. A high strike makes it 0-2. And Volstad flirting with his first 3-up, 3-down inning of this game.
Well, the Padres need to get those shillelaghs going and wake up this crowd, get them out of their chairs. And when there's a lack of offense, well, it's still 2-1. Marlins only have 5 hits. Both offenses kind of look flat. That's just what happens when you don't have a lot of offense.
Volstad finding the zone, the strike zone more in this inning, so now actually he's throwing more strikes than balls in this game. Towards left center field and Cody Ross, and indeed it's a 3-up, 3-down inning for Volstad. At the end of 4 from Petco, 2-1 Marlins.
Mid-game recap is brought to you by Murray Lamper Construction. When you're ready to remodel your home, call Murray Lamper Construction. Serving San Diego's home since 1975. Log on to MurrayLamper.com. When you remodel, get rid of all that, that musty cheese in the walls and everything.
Oh. Hey, there was a gator on the field.
Freshen it up a little bit.
There was a gator on the field
yes,
before the game.
Yes, there was. About ready to make a pair of boots out of them.
The zoo. The zoo had some specimens here tonight, some animals, and the gator was one of them. All right, what was it, a croc or a gator? And what's the difference?
Oh, there's a difference, but I don't. It's scary. That's what it is. Those things can run a little bit now.
Oh, yeah, they can get along the ground. Shot by Bonifacio. Tough play. And Cabrera can't come up with it. That's an infield hit for Bonifacio to lead off the fifth.
I don't even think with the momentum of Cabrera coming across the infield, catching that ball cleanly, throwing it, there's no way they're going to get him. He gets the benefit of the bounce of home plate, no chance. I'm just glad those two didn't collide.
Yeah, that looked like it was a possibility as that play was developing.
Another infield knock.
Ramirez has singled and fouled out. Takes up high, ball one. Hanley Ramirez, second in the National League in total hits. Been over 110 hits on the season. So on pace for, what about 220 this year? Close to it.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe a little bit of a lofty total, but nonetheless, he has a guy that right up there with some of the best. Our comparison brought to you by Marvin K. Brown, San Diego's newest Mitsubishi dealer. Only Ichiro, Jeter, and Michael Young have had more hits since the start of the 06 season than Hanley Ramirez. So you could say that nobody in the National League has had more hits since 2006 since Hanley Ramirez. Nothing doing there. Actually, he's on pace about 195, so close to a 200 hit pace season of Hanley Ramirez with the Marlins in game number 95 on the season tonight.
I kind of dislike, I'm not getting on you by any means, but that phrase on pace too, because so many things can happen. But I know exactly what you're talking, especially playing in that heat in Florida. The bat slows down a little bit. It's draining. Playing and being an everyday guy.
The humidity.
Can he do it? Absolutely.
Delays.
Absolutely he can.
Nobody out in the Florida fifth inning. Padres scored one in the first. Marlins one in the second and one in the third. And close. And Bonifacio gets the right hand back in.
That was close. At least from our vantage point, it looked close.
Foul straight back 2-2. Two-run, 6 hits for the Marlins. The Padres 1-run, 3 hits. Leadoff man on thanks to the Bonifacio infield hit. 18 steals for Bonifacio. He's been caught 7 times.
Throw him out.
Ramirez sends a fly ball shallow left center. Cabrera called off by Gwynn, and Tony squeezes it. And for first, Bonifacio, 1 out.
Well, one thing for sure about Tony Gwynn at center field, he's not afraid to take charge and communicate with the outfielders. Right center field gap, left center field gap, coming in on the baseball, and that's a good thing. Hey, you're the center fielder, right?
Well, they always said whatever the center fielder can get to, it's his ball, right?
Absolutely.
All right, with 1 out now, what are the chances of Bonifacio running? I think they're a little bit better here.
Absolutely. And they're thinking right along there with you, partner. Pitch out, nothing going.
Cantu knocked in a run with a base hit in the 3rd. He's also grounded to 2nd. That is low. 2 balls, no strikes. Is he running? Nope. And it's ball 3. For me to the on deck man. Jordan gets the strike over.
This is a good fastball count. Big hole on the right side with 3-1. You get a pitch you can turn on. Try to yank it. Might send him right here. I would. Why not?
He's got to run here, don't you think?
Absolutely.
I think the chances are very good. He's on the move here.
I say put him in motion.
Nope. Foul back. It's going to sound like a broken record, but
put him in motion.
You got to start him now.
Yeah.
See Bonifacio doing that little jab step. Which gets the attention of Godin.
We'll do a little landscaping over there, calling time.
He takes off, and it's fouled back.
Godin went with the slider. He shows a lot of confidence in that pitch. He'll throw it any time. If a hitter can recognize the slider down and away, there's a huge hole on the right side with the runner going. That's first and third.
Full count on the Marlins cleanup man. Bonifacio running, and it's lined into center field. Bonifacio keeps the legs churning and goes all the way to third. Runners are at the corners.
That's good hitting by Cantu. That ball looked like it was down and in a little bit, fighting it off, staying in the center of the diamond.
Aaron Balsley will visit Chad Godin.
Look at the location of this pitch. That ball leaks down and in, and that's just dropping the head, going straight up the center. And with Bonifacio going, he didn't even break stride. He was looking third the whole way. As Tony Gwynn gets this ball, he's thinking, you know what? I'm not going to go to third and have a second-third situation. Keep the double play in order. So he wisely gets it into second base.
Luis Perdomo will get up in the San Diego bullpen. First and third, one out. 2-1 Marlins in the fifth, and Jeremy Hermida, the right fielder, stepping in. Fonzie in front of the plate, giving signs to the middle infielders on what's up in case Cantu takes off here.
It's just too bad that the Padre offense couldn't get a little bit more going for Chad Godin, leaving 2 on in the second, 2 in the third. The Padres looking here a possibility of the Marlins scoring one more to make it 3-1.
Left field and hit deep enough. Bonifacio will tag, and Headley's throw will come into second base. Sac fly for Hermida, and it is indeed 3-1 Florida. 35th run batted in for Jeremy Hermida.
That's the nice, easy swing that a hitter takes when you realize the situation. One out, runner at third, right? You don't have to come out of your shoes. He just lost this ball. Let's take a look. Look at him. It looked like it was almost all upper body. It was away, just elevating it to the outfield to get that run home.
Just elevate, get in the air. Strike one to Cody Ross. Marlins center fielder in the second, grounded out to short, and in the fourth, held out on strikes. Slow roller out to Cabrera. He'll go the short way for the force out to win the inning. And now before the Marlins add a run on a couple of hits and lead one. 9-1-2, 2 up for San Diego.
The whole month of July, you're going to get free ice cream from Scoops. It's the Gelato Shop gourmet ice cream at Valley View Casino. Go there and get your ice cream. Load on up because we want to thank you. What do you want? You're not getting any ice cream. Deadliest catch. Yeah. All right. Get out of here. Valley View Casino. It's the best.
Freaked him out.
Yeah. Got scared. He wanted to be caged up.
Home half of the fifth inning. Godin, the pitcher, will lead off against Chris Volstad. 3-1 Marlins. First one tight to Godin for ball one. Volstad had his first 3-up, 3-down inning of the fourth, so he's retired 4 in a row. Chad in the second, grounded out to the second baseman, Dan Uggla. This time to the shortstop, Hanley Ramirez. One gone for Everett Cabrera. Walked and scored in the first, and in the third hit the ball sharply right at the first baseman Jorge Cantu, which was turned into a 3 unassisted putout. Belts that in the right. Hermida a couple of steps to his left. Well, Cabrera could easily be 2 for 2 with a walk and a run scored. Instead, he's 0 for 2.
No doubt. 2 sharply hit balls.
Hey, you asked earlier, when's the last time a team started back-to-back nights starting pitchers with the last name that started with V? Last night it was Rick Vandenhert. Tonight, Chris Volstad for the Marlins. The Giants had Sergio Valdez and William Van Landingham.
Wow.
1995. They started back-to-back 5 different times that year. There's your answer.
Who found that? Chiron Bob?
Chiron Bob Wuersdorfer.
He's the man. Leave it to him. I knew there was an answer somewhere.
Big breaking ball strike to Tony.
Got to watch the game there, Haas. Foul ball might come your way.
2 balls and a strike. Tony has grounded to first. And a base hit. His last time up. Three and 2. Volstad now at 75 pitches in 4 2/3 innings. The 6'8" right-hander brings another 3-2 to Gwynn and walks him. That ends his string of 6 in a row that Volstad had retired, and he walks his 4th hitter of the game. And if I can continue this run-on sentence, it brings up Adrian Gonzalez. A tying run at the plate. Adrian with an RBI single tonight is 1 for 2. A chopper to the second baseman, and Uggla. Padres strand their 5th base runner. Through 5, 3-1 Florida. The Padres lunchbox presented by the National Education Association. Bottom 3 for Florida, and Ugla first pitch hacking, fouls it back. Walked and scored in the second, then he doubled and was stranded at third base in the fourth. Inside and low from Godin, a ball and a strike. Ugla, then Baker, and the pitcher Volstad due up third here in the Florida sixth. One and two on the speed pitch. Ugla chases the high fastball. He strikes out. And number 3 for Godin. Avalanche heating and cooling. Your comfort is our priority. And a look at most innings played this season. You have Ugla at 806. And Adrian also on this list, top 7 in the National League, nearing 800 innings played.
Yeah, that's a lot of innings. A lot of swings. A lot of aches and pains, too. You know, just because those guys are playing all those innings doesn't mean they're all hunky-dory and feeling 100%. It's a grind.
Adrian playing his 301st consecutive game, the longest active streak in the major leagues. Oh, and 2.
You know, that's what even makes Ripken's record. I mean, it's remarkable in itself. But being any position player, but being a shortstop.
And he went a significant stretch where he basically played every inning. He didn't come out. That's into center field. Baker has a base hit with 1 out.
But how many times you hear a shortstop blowing out his ACL, turning 2? Or, you know, fouling off a ball off his knee or his shin and, you know, cracking a bone or something, or getting a finger in the way of a grounder and breaking your fingertip. And so many things can just go wrong.
Well, I'm not sure where I heard this about Lou Gehrig, and I don't mean to sound macabre, and I don't know if this was post-mortem or what, but they had shown on his hands that he had played through countless fractures, 10, 15 different broken bones during his streak.
Wow.
The pitcher Volstad sacrificed his last time up. And bunts it foul.
I can't get up in the middle of the night and go to the bathroom without pulling a hamstring, for crying out loud. I mean, come on. Let alone playing 2,130 consecutive games. Kidding me?
There's a lot of pitfalls out there. For you? I'm not sure what the answer can be. Maybe some stretching before you make your way to that particular room. Godin, just tag him. 1 unassisted sacrifice, and Baker down to second, 2 outs. Hey fans, the Padres have added the Padres value lineup, and this season you can enjoy Padres 5 for 5 value deals and get a hot dog, regular soda, peanuts, popcorn, and a cookie, all for just $5 at any regular season home game. That is a great deal, and you can pick up your Padres 5 for 5 value deal at your next Padres home game.
Hey, that 5 for 5 deal, you're batting 1,000.
You are. Can't miss with that one. Best bargain in town. Left fielder Chris Coughlin. Extended low ball 1. You know, Glenn Allen Hill went on the disabled list after having a bad dream.
Yeah.
But it was because he
Spiders.
was dreaming of spiders and he kind of freaked out and flopped out of the bed or something like that.
Spider Pig does whatever a Spider Pig can. Remember Spider Pig?
I remember Peter Parker as Spider-Man, but
Oh, this is from the Simpsons movie.
2-0 pitch. Towards the hole.
Oh.
Diving stop. Cabrera gets up, throw to first, one hop, won't be in time.
Man. You know, I was hoping it was going to happen there, that the runner at third base, rounding third base, Baker, maybe take too wide of a turn, and Everett was thinking, okay, I'm not going to get the runner at first. Let's see if I can go to the back end and get that runner at third. What a great effort. Also, Baker had a little help from third base coach Bo Porter. Pretty decent speed from Coughlin there.
Second Marlins hit of the inning, and their 9th of the night. So it's 2 on, 2 outs for Emilio Bonifacio.
How about holding him right here and waking up those Padre bats next inning? Give the Padre pitcher some love.
Well, key spot here, especially
Wake
with
it
Hanley
up.
Ramirez on deck. Strike 1-2. Bonifacio was singled infield hit. Chopped one off the plate his last time up. And would come around to score. There is Ramirez. A guy you do not want to face in this inning if at all possible. Center fielded Tony. Marlins have had at least one hit in every inning and strand at least one man in every inning. This time they leave 2.
Fireworks show following every Friday home game.
Next one Friday, July 31st, day after the game for a Friday fireworks presented by Padres Banking at Bank of America. Nobody's huddling up near the fire over there, are they? Don't need the warmth.
No. Nice warm evening downtown. Speaking of Eck, reading about the fireworks, he took some early batting practice today. Says he's getting close from getting off the DL.
Took some ground balls as well. 4, 5, and 6 for San Diego in the 6th inning. Down by 2, and Kuz behind the bag at third. That's fair. Long throw for Bonifacio, and he makes it.
I mean, the play wasn't the thing I said wow about, but the looks like Bonifacio has a nice arm over at third base himself. That is a long throw.
Strong and accurate. Could not have made a better throw than this one.
Kuz gets jammed.
That's with 1 foot stepping on the outfield grass.
Yep. That's nice.
Bonifacio, not your stereotypical third baseman. That's a little flare out the left and drops in front of Coughlin. Base hit for Chase. Gives it a long look. Making sure Coughlin plays it in. He does.
The sound of the ball off the bat, it sounded like it was towards the end of the bat. And when you look at where Coughlin was playing, clearly off the end of the bat and tailing away, a long run. He was playing him a little bit, maybe shading a little bit towards left center field. He may have gotten a bad jump on that also.
Shallow left. Ramirez and Coughlin, and it's the left fielder Coughlin. Blake's going after the first pitch, flies out.
Yeah, how many first pitch swings have we seen tonight? A lot?
Get the official number for you, but I'm going to guess 4 or 5. It's good 4.
Okay. Hey, if a guy likes the first pitch, but I think there are certain situations when you could maybe try to wait a guy out.
For Volstad, 12 of the hitters he has faced have been 3 pitchers or less. Inside to Fonzie.
Well, they like to throw him inside, don't they?
He sees a steady diet there, and especially down and in. That one up and in. Two and 0.
Thank you. I don't know where that missed. But thank goodness, because the Padres need more base runners. They need to shake it up a little bit now. That's a strike. Thank you very much. They need the Padres need, with Chad Godin on the mound, they need to wake up the echoes cheering her name. Shake down the thunder from the sky. Do something.
3 balls and a strike with Luis Rodriguez on deck.
Though the odds be great or small, hopefully the Padres will win overall.
Pulled foul. Full count with 2 outs, so Headley will be running with the pitch.
Okay, you're pitching. What do you throw right here?
Volstad is going to throw a 2-seamer.
2-seamer in. That's what I would throw. Oh, he's going away. Breaking ball.
Goes to a curve and grounded to Bonifacio. A little awkward at first. Cantu stays on the back. He played 6. 3-1 Florida. to every home game at Petco Park. Glad you could join us tonight. Mark Neely with Mark Grant. And we're into the 7th. New pitcher for San Diego, Edward Mujica.
Edward has thrown scoreless ball, 32 of his team-high 42 outings, using Mujica regularly out of the bullpen. Well, we would like to see him with a lead. If you take a look at his numbers this year, Eddie's having a fine year. Nice 2.70 ERA.
Hanley Ramirez, the shortstop, to lead off.
And once again, Chad Godin, lack of support. No love for the right-hander.
6 innings tonight. We have 3 runs on 9 hits. One on Ramirez after the appeal. Nothing at 2. That hit the outside corner at 92 miles per hour. Ramirez, then Cantu and Hermida. The Marlins 7th. A single, a foul out, and a fly ball to center tonight for Hanley Ramirez, 1 for 3.
Well, it's going to be interesting to see when we come by or go on this next road trip. Philadelphia, Washington, Cincinnati. Trade deadline, 31st. See a lot of the action.
Yeah, we get back. The first home game is against Milwaukee on the 31st.
And you know what? This day and age, nobody's untouchable.
You're right. Anybody's there for the right deal.
Yep.
A 2-2 to Ramirez. Towards the hole. Backhand. Long throw. Had a little trouble with the exchange.
Yes.
And I think that's what threw Everth off there. It will go as a base hit for Hanley Ramirez. Watch right here. Right there. And even with a good throw at that point, I don't think he was going to get Ramirez. He's fortunate he didn't bounce it into the seats or into the dugout. Marlins put the leadoff man on base for the 3rd time in the game, and here's cleanup hitter Jorge Cantu, the first baseman. Cantu has singled his last 2 times up, including an RBI base hit in the 3rd. Breaks his bat to 3rd. Kuz, Louis, Adrian, 5-4-3, 2 outs. Double play number 86 on the season for San Diego.
And the broken bat variety, Mujica off the end of the bat. It couldn't have been placed any better for Kevin Kuzminoff. Around the horn.
Well, one is low to Hermida. The sac fly in the 5th is what made this a 3-1 game.
What do you think Hermida's nickname is? Hermie? Hermit?
I think those are 2 good candidates right there. Yeah, I'm sure he's heard that many times.
J. Herm.
2 balls and a strike on Hermida.
Hey,
towards right field, reaching up.
Look at the Clydesdale
by Blanks. Hasn't had a lot of time in right field. Use that link to reach up and snag it. And we start out on the beach. Hope nobody's under that big sand pile. We're busy out there.
Yeah.
Home half of the 7th. 8-9-1 for the Padres. Luis Rodriguez takes a breaking ball and strike from Chris Volstad. Padres scored a run in the first. Adrian singled home Everett Cabrera. Marlins tied it with 1 in the 2nd. Took the lead with 1 in the 3rd and added 1 in the 5th. Marlins with 3 runs on 10 hits. Padres 1 run, 4 hits.
You know, Volstad, I'm not going to say he's got overpowering stuff or electric stuff, right? Would you?
No, but he's getting the outs when he needs them.
No, when you talk about pitchers who have electric stuff and a pretty good chance.
Ubaldo Jimenez on this homestand comes to mind right away.
Absolutely. Action in the Marlin bullpen, Ayala and Pinto.
Ayala there on the right, just rejoining the team today. His wife had a baby yesterday. Macias bats for the pitcher Mojica.
I thought Jason Hamill had pretty good stuff for Colorado. You know, Jason Marquis he had his sinker working.
Enter half a strike.
But not much offense against the other guys.
The Padres have not scored more than 3 runs in a game since the All-Star break. Macias hustling makes it close, but he's the 2nd out. The Padres scored 10 runs the final game before the All-Star break. That's Sunday in San Francisco. First time this year they had scored 10 runs in a game. And since then have scored 1, 3, 3, 1, and 2 heading into tonight. 1 so far in this one. Ball 1 to Everth. Cabrera had the walk in the first and later scored the Padre run. Grounded out in the third and lined to right in the fifth. He's had 3 very good at bats. This time rolls it out to Ugla. And the Padres go down in order. After 7 from Petco, 3-1 Florida. On this date, July 21st, 1997, Tony Gwynn Sr. goes 1 for 5. It dropped his batting average to .385, but the Padres beat Florida that night 10-2. Of course, the Marlins in 97 would win the wild card, go on and win the World Series.
Mike Ekstrom on the hill here in the 8th inning for San Diego. Edwin Mujica pitched a 1-2-3 and he gave up a base hit, but they turned a double play. He faced 3, so Mike comes in here for the 8th. You know, I was going to say something last half inning, but the thing you don't want to fall into, with the lack of the Padre offense that we've seen lately, you know, a 3-1 lead, you'd like to think you're still in the game. But, you know, 3-1, it doesn't make you feel like that. And that's what you don't want. So Padres 2 more chances here. Mike Ekstrom's got to hold them.
Don't have the mindset or feel like a 2-run lead. Seem like a 4 or 5-run lead.
Exactly.
1-1 on the center fielder Cody Ross. Hitless tonight. Grounded out a couple of times and struck out once. Out to short, and it's Everett Cabrera. Ekstrom get the leadoff man and will face Dan Ugla. Ugla has a double, a walk, a run scored. Banned his last time up, all that against the starter Godin. Chad went 6, 3 earned runs, 9 hits. And a couple of walks and 3 Ks. These teams wrap up the 3-game series tomorrow. It's a day game tomorrow. Originally scheduled as a night game, but the time changed. It helped the Padres get out of town early to play Thursday's makeup game in Philadelphia. Thursday's originally supposed to be an off day. That's now one game in Philadelphia. So tomorrow is a day game, 12:35 here at Petco. No TV. We'll be back with you from Philly on Thursday.
Hey, I remember what I was going to ask you, Mark Neely. Have you heard any, you know, the new ballpark in Florida going to be in Miami, right?
Right. The old
2012
Orange Bowl.
Right. Have you heard anything regarding the Florida Marlins being changed to the Miami Marlins?
Broken bat and into left field. Headley makes the catch. Barely the bat winds up near Coos. I've only heard little rumblings about that, but nothing serious. Of course, the Miami Marlins was the name of the Florida State League team for a lot of years down there. Have you heard that they want to change the name?
I've just heard some fans, you know, baseball fans in general, mentioning that.
What do you think about it? Would you rather it be the Miami Marlins or Florida Marlins? What's your gut feeling?
I like Miami Marlins. Going old school.
Throw the name of the city in there?
Yeah.
Of course, when they came into existence, they predated the Tampa Bay Devil Rays and then Rays. So I can understand why they would want to initially call themselves the Florida Marlins and adopt the whole state. But now with an American League team over on the other side of the state in Tampa, St. Pete. I wonder what they'll do with that. When you think of the Orange Bowl, what do you think of?
Joe Namath.
Going off wagging the number one finger.
Yep.
That's the first thing that comes to my mind, too. After beating the Colts in the Super Bowl.
32 toss power trap. Was that the play? Hank Stram. Remember they had him mic'd? 65 toss power trap. It was something toss power trap. It was okay. Here it comes, boys. Here it comes.
Well, that was Weeb. Hank Stram.
That was a different Super Bowl, though. I'm talking about.
Yeah, you're talking about a different Super Bowl,
right? Not the.
You're talking about the Chiefs.
Chiefs Colts.
And
Chiefs Vikings.
The Vikings, correct. Yeah. When they had Hank Stram wired. It's one of the first Super Bowls that they actually had the coaches.
Right.
And the Chiefs beat Minnesota.
Had the bad hair hat working, too.
Hank, who was a wonderful soul, had that hair hat until the end. Yeah. Wave and a miss by Baker. Ekstrom retires them in order. Hey, the heart of the order coming up. Gwynn, Adrian, and Coos. Tom, hey, when you paid the lowest price on your new furniture, that's Jerry's price. That's best seat winners. Volstad finished. And Dan Meyer left the end of the game for Florida.
We saw this left-hander pitch 2/3 of an inning last night. It was in the 8th inning. He walked one, and that walk was left stranded. Fastball slider from Meyer. Fastball slider change. 88 to 82.
Part of the order for the Padres in the 8th, down 3-1. The first pitch misses. Tony single to right. The third, walked in the 5th. Orstad went 7, 1 run, 4 hits. He did walk 4. Banned a couple through 98 pitches. Meyer faced Tony last night, and Tony bunted a sacrifice bunt. Tonight swinging away, and a fly ball to left field, and Chris Coghlan.
Well, control has been an issue for Meyer in the past, but he's doing a little bit better this year coming out of that bullpen. We took a look at his numbers earlier. 12 walks in 37 innings plus. But doing well as far as the hits, innings pitched are concerned. Only 23 hits in 37 innings. So lefty, lefty, righty, 2 up here.
Adrian has singled in, the only Padre run back in the first, since then grounded out twice. It hits the outside corner, and it's 1-2. Four San Diego hits tonight. They have all been singles. Out of play left side. Adrian singled in a run in the first. 2-out single from Luis Rodriguez in the second. 1-out single in the third from Gwynn. The only Padre hit since then, a 1-out single in the sixth from Headley. And the Marlins win an order in the top of this 8th inning. That's the first inning tonight that they've not had at least one hit. Up and in to Adrian. Off speed pitch. 2-2. Adrian hitting .252. His average against lefties has dipped to just under 200. The lefty Meyer hits him on strikes.
Well, Meyer set him up perfectly as far as Dan Meyer was thinking about pitching to Adrian Gonzalez. Going to check out the Carl's Jr. pitch track. Looked like a little breaky ball in the outside corner, consistently trying to keep it away, away, away. Once again, outside corner. And then the one pitch, as he fouls this one off, gets away from Meyer. No intent there. And then by that swing, all upper body, caught Adrian off guard. It looked like he was looking something off speed there, and he snuck the fastball by him.
Well, the lefty Meyer retires the 2 lefties. They'll make a pitching change. Stop by Discount Tire for a free tire inspection and air gauge. And if you are not satisfied with one of their tires, please feel free to bring it back. County, we're safe, sound, and standing by you. A right-hander enters the game, Louis Ayala.
Fastball, slider, and a change. Kind of a short armor for Ayala. Well, great numbers in the that's only 2 1/3, but still. Began this year with the Twins. And ERA over 4 with the Twinkies. That was in 28 games. So he's been around with the Nationals, with the Mets.
And again, just rejoined the team today after wife had a baby yesterday. 1-1 pitch. 1-2. Kuz 0 for 2 with a walk. Kuzmanov walked in the third, significant in that it was his first walk in 116 plate appearances.
Let's see if Ayala goes to that slider down and away off the plate.
Goes up high, 2 balls and 2 strikes.
I think Kuz may have been looking something off speed there because that fastball kind of jumped up on him quickly.
Past Ayala and into center. Hit number 5 for the Padres. Kuz is on. It'll get the tying run of the plate and Chase Headley.
And he stayed on that slider nicely as we take a look at it. If taken, that's probably off the plate for a ball, but he goes out and gets it.
It was almost through the wickets, except his one leg was actually up in the air. Here is Chase, switch hitter, batting left-handed. He singled, walked, and grounded out. 9 home runs on the season. Foul down the left field side. Two outs to the Padre 8th.
I'm guessing that Ayala is going to keep everything away from Headley. Give him left field.
Ooh, and ran it back.
Yeah, he missed with that one, but I don't know if Chase was looking in that particular area, middle in. I mean, if I'm in this situation, you're the tying run, you get something middle in.
Turn on it.
And the reason why I say Ayala trying to keep it away because he'll give the fly ball to left field. We know that Chase's strength is to right. Like the other night when he hit that 3-2 fastball. There he spins on the fastball. And once again, Ayala misses with the fastball. He wanted that one away. Welcome Diane Cannon to the game. Usually at the Lakers game.
Adam looking. Ayala surrendered the hit to Kuz, but strikes out Headley. Will go to the 9th. 3-1 Florida. Buffet now for only $10. Well, as soon as Ross Glode appears as the pinch hitter, Padres will make a pitching change and get the left-hander Joe Thatcher. You can see the new CTSV now in stock at your local San Diego Cadillac dealer. And Thatcher coming on. Composite Products membership is open to all who live, work, or go to school in San Diego County. Pitch hitter Glode takes a strike.
And from the left side, he's not in the game yet. He is being announced, and then that's when Bud Black makes the change for the left-hander Joe Thatcher. Oh, a huge comparison for Thatcher facing righties and lefties. Righties hitting 333, lefties 240. It's tough for a reliever though in short spurts like an inning or 2/3 of an inning to get that ERA back down. You look at a guy in the course of history of baseball, the specialty left-hander like Tony Fossas, Jesse Orosco. They pitch in 80 games, but they've only got 35 innings, 40 innings.
Makes quick work of Glode, who strikes out. Now we get an opportunity to face another lefty, Coghlan. Reese Coghlan was scheduled. Now he's going to walk back to the dugout.
Joe got him with the sweeper, the street sweeper. Although that one's not overrated.
We're going to pinch hit with Carroll, Brett Carroll.
It's a quality pitch.
Well, Carroll has a pinch hit home run this year. It came at Arizona on July 9th. He's not going to face Thatcher, however, it appears, as Bud Black back out. We'll take the ball from Joe, who goes a third of an inning with a strikeout. Another pitching change brought to you by Discount Tire. And Burt threw a third of an inning last night, coming back. Federal Credit Union, proudly supporting our hometown Padres with over 20 branches in San Diego County. Our mission is your mission.
Well, matchups, and more matchups this inning. And Greg Burke going to face the righty. Carroll was announced, same type situation with Glode. They bring in the right-hander. And Mark Neal, you mentioned it. Greg pitched a third of an inning last night. Kind of a rough outing, 3 hits, a couple earned runs. He walked one, it was intentional.
Took the loss in the 3-2 Marlins victory. Ball one outside to Carroll.
Freddie Gonzalez liked Greg Burke's stuff, though, even though he had the bad line. We talked to him in the dugout before the game. We were talking about the young arms in the Padre bullpen, and Freddie really liked the stuff of Greg Burke.
He was very complimentary of several in the Padre bullpen. Whoa, look out. The guy in the Gwynn jersey has the bat.
Heads up.
Whirly bird.
Yeah, that's scary.
And sometimes they ask for the bat back from the stands, but this time Carroll's just like, nah.
Well, thankfully, that bat hits an empty seat next to that gentleman there.
Well, yeah, it looks like it is going back. There's a strike.
A little negotiating going on, probably.
I need a timeshare in Fort Lauderdale sometime over Labor Day, and the bat is his.
Nice.
Carroll looking, 2 outs.
Here's that sinker Freddie Gonzalez was talking about, the 2-seamer right on the outside corner, coming back and catching that corner for strike 3. See ya.
He's going to get to keep the bat. Good for him. Switch hitting Emilio Bonifacio. Slow roller, and unless this goes foul, they got no shot. Infield hit for Bonifacio, his second infield hit of the game.
Gosh, I hate those. Those drive me nuts. Really knocked something loose there. Good sink, and that's one of the downfalls of having a good sinker, especially against the lefty. Kind of pulls off it a little bit. He tops it just perfectly down that line, and big league knock.
And allows Hanley Ramirez to bat here in the ninth with 2 outs. Ramirez 2 for 4 with a couple of singles. High chop, left side.
That's a tough play.
Had to wait on it, and it's an infield hit to Hanley Ramirez. It's back-to-back 2-out infield hits for the Marlins here in the ninth.
This is crazy. And you could see that play develop on that hop when Everett decided to pull back and play it on the short hop. Ramirez, no chance. No chance they were going to get him.
3-hit game for Hanley Ramirez. His 33rd multi-hit game of the season. 2 on for Jorge Cantu, who's had a multi-hit game of his own tonight. Just missing near that low outside corner, ball 1.
Alfonso bring that ball out of the zone. This, you know, to me, this is a pitcher's pitch. This is a pitch a pitcher should get a called strike on. But kind of brings it out of the zone a little bit.
Had that late downward movement.
And that's something, you know, Jose Lobaton, he does a fine job of
holding it in the zone.
Holding it in the zone. Thank you.
There's the strike 2. Cantu. RBI single in the 3rd for Cantu. And another base knock to center in the 5th. 2 on, 2 outs. 3-1 Florida, top of the 9th. Another close one. The ball 3-3-1. Runners count here for Cantu. He lines it left field, right near Headley. Only inning Marlins haven't had a hit tonight was the 8th. Last chance for San Diego. Blanks, Alfonso, and Rodriguez due up against Nunez. Coke all for only $12 for any Friday through Sunday regular season home game. You can get your tickets early and save at Padres.com. First pitch. Blanks deep left. There's his first big league home run, and it is a one-run game. It is 3-2. We've been waiting for that one, and Kyle sends one upper tank of left.
You got that right. First pitch fastball, he was all over it. Nunez 90-96, and Kyle Blanks throws the head of that shillelagh, and that ball is crushed.
Nice catch out there. Fifth RBI for Blanks. The first Padres extra base hit of the game. Alfonso takes high. And it is Salazar pinch hitting. as he did in the 9th inning last night. Here for Alfonso. Reached on an error in the 9th last night. His numbers with the Orioles. High fly left field. Into the corner. Hermida makes the catch. Got under it. First down of the 9th.
Missed it by that much.
And the catcher Baker out. Taco Nunez.
Oh man, middle in, elevated, and Oscar just under it a tad. Oh.
Nunez got the save here last night. Worked around an error. Wave and a miss by Luis Rodriguez. He is singled in 3 at bats. Rolls it out. Ugla stabs and throws. The Padres are down to their final out. Pitcher spot due up. And Will Venable will bat for Burke. Well, the Marlins won last night 3-2. They lead it tonight 3-2. Marlins looking to go back over 500, but 1 out to go and a wave and a miss by Venable.
Boy, first pitch changeup. Remember Nunez came in the game last night and started off the inning with a couple of changeups, 2 or 3 changeups at that.
He did. In fact, he didn't throw fastballs until late in the count to Headley, who was the first batter he faced last night. Well, and out to shallow center field, coming in Ross, and it drops in. So a pinch hit single for Venable, the tying run on, and Cabrera coming up.
Sometimes it's nice when you don't hit it on the sweet spot and you're out front a little bit. As Nunez, what pitch is this? That's another changeup, and William out in front of it. Ross playing deep because they don't want to play anything over their heads. Holds him to a single. That ball goes over his head. It's an extra base hit. Runner in scoring position.
Everett walked and scored in the first. First pitch fastball, a tad high for ball 1. Check swing strike. There goes the runner. The pitch is strike, throw to second, a steal. Venable getting the stolen base. His second of the season, so the tying runs at second. But Cabrera took a strike, so the Padres down to their final strike.
I think Nunez is just trying to concentrate on throwing a quality pitch. Now he has ahead at 1 and 2. But when a hitter protects with 2 strikes, you never know. One off the end of the bat. Little duck snort down the left field line. Runners going on contact.
There's the tying run. Venable at second. 2 down, last of the 9th. Cabrera behind in the count. Everett walked and scored in the first. Grounded out sharply to first to the third. Line to right in the 5th and grounded out to second in the 7th. 1-2 from Leo Nunez. Tap back to the mound. Nunez, long underhand toss, and the Marlins for the second straight night win it by a score of 3-2. First big league homer from Kyle Blanks in the ninth. Not enough. Nunez gives up a run in the ninth, but picks up the save